Hello, everyone. Welcome to Street Politics with Talisha. And today we have some great topics we're going to be going over. If you weren't stuck in a rock yesterday about the election, all the stuff that's going on with that, celebrity endorsements. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Street Politics with Talisha. And today we have some great topics we're going to be going over. YBSL conference when we went to the White House and me being censorship on Twitter. So make sure you like this post and make sure you subscribe and also share it. But first, I know everybody, you wasn't up under a rock yesterday. The election, I mean, first of all, I don't even know why I started watching it at 7 o'clock when the results was just coming in, because that's just like, it gives you too much anxiety because you know that everything's just not in. So by the end of the night, America has spoke. Well, two things still going on. So the Senate, they end up gaining 2 seats. The Democrats, they lost 2 seats. The House, Democrats, they won the House. The Senate lost the House. So now we have Maxine Waters, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, all of them. They ready to do investigation after investigation. But like I had told certain people on social media, it's just like, okay, are you going to run on the things you campaigned on about helping your community, about doing this and that, or are you just going to sit back and waste taxpayers' dollars after investigation after investigation after investigation when people don't? I mean, it's to the point to where America does not care anymore. Sorry, the election we want some results. Democrats, y'all haven't been in control in 8 years. Start producing something instead of resisting with this president that's willing to work with you all. Like, here's your chance to show, hey, we are for the American people. Y'all had a lot of people leaving y'all party, so it's up to y'all to make a comeback on that situation. So I'm actually, I don't know, but it'd be a shocker if they actually do something. But by the time I probably get done with this show, they probably already done sent in an investigation for Trump tax returns, something other than helping the American people, what we put them in office for. And if they do start acting like that, people that's in those districts that they're running, y'all need to call them and hold them accountable and say, hey, listen, we don't care about no investigation. We need health care. We need immigration reform fixed. We need prison reform fixed. We need all those type of things. We need those type of things. Hold them accountable. Don't let them sit there and resist and cry for 2 years, because that's all they're going to do is resist and cry for 2 years if you let them. If you let them. So another thing that I had told someone a while back, I had seen a lot of celebrity endorsements. Now, before I show you all these clips, let me tell you what I said. I said, listen, I think they thought celebrity endorsements would work for everybody because it worked for Obama, but you have to just look at it like this. Not to be using the race card, but facts are facts. When Obama first ran for office, mostly every Black American was going to vote him in office because he was going to be the first African American president. I don't remember none of his agenda, what he said he was running around. I didn't care. I just wanted him to be the first African American to be elected in office. So when he had Jay-Z, all the big guns out campaigning for him, of course we're going to take advantage of it, get the free concert and free this, that. It worked for Obama. It only worked for Obama because he was the first African American president. So then you had Hillary Clinton coming on after his 8 years was up. She tried to come with the same thing with Jay-Z, with the concert, different rappers, all these different rich Hollywood elites coming out on her behalf. It did not work. She lost the election and Donald Trump won. So now we have it again, where they using a race card. First African American governor, first African American this, first Latino this, first this. Put these people in office because they'd be the first person in Massachusetts of these areas to ever be these persons in these places. So then you had, I said everybody they endorse gonna lose. I told them, I said they is going to lose because America do not care nothing about what celebrity wants us to do. We have our own brain. We do not need nobody to tell us who to vote for. So if you have celebrities come from your outside, like, okay, this picture up here, we have Beyonce coming in for Beto. Her husband, LeBron James, wearing the hats at different conferences, coming in for him. And then you had the big grandstand and governor of Georgia was Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams brung in Oprah. Oprah. Now, a lot of people said what Oprah was that Oprah was going to bring in the middle class or the white women's vote for her. Failed miserably. Oprah did a video like, we won, we already won. I said the Republicans is going to lose this. I mean, they're going to use this video to their advantage to times get better. Then you had Andrew Gillum, the governor race in Florida, had all the comment, had Angela Rye, all these different type of people coming in with him. He also had, was it 52 or $62 million donated into his campaign. Now y'all listen. Just take that in. $62 million for a government race for one candidate. $62 million. Do you know what $62 million could have did in a community? $62 million. That is a lot of money for one governor race. If you can't get your point across without using $62 million, then maybe you don't need to be in office. He could have took $62 million to help do something over there in Chicago. They could have took $62 million over there and went over there and helped Flint get their water system fixed. But see, this is what they do. These people rather give these candidates all this money. Now, you would donate $62 million to a candidate than rather going to get some of these homeless people up off the streets, housing them. You could have housed them, fed them for a month a year, helped them get themselves together, then go on and do the things they want to do. But see, you have rich elites coming in, once again, trying to tell us average Americans what to do and how to do it. And that's why all of them had failed miserably. Like, all of them failed. Then you had the other one. Like, how much money do y'all think y'all need to fund these campaigns? $69 million? Just let that sink in. What can you do? I could do so much with I can go build up the projects that I grew up in, build up that community, get some resourceful programs to get the mothers and the fathers and them off of welfare, pay for some college tuitions, all that, and still helped you ran for governor. You could have took $1 million of that and ran for governor, used the other $68 million to help your community. So now when they're talking about how these communities bad and all this, that, you can raise $69 million. So you can go help your community. If you're able to raise that much money for you to campaign, you should be able to raise that much money for the people that you claim that you're going to help. See, this type of stuff backfires on you. You got celebrities, they going off. Now you got Oprah, she went back to her. She tweeted out today, aren't we glad the Halloween is over and the election is behind us? It's holiday season. And you know how she do herself? Didn't say, sorry, Stacey Abrams, you know what I'm saying? Keep in a good fight, because they still in the battlefield with what they going on, because she's saying that it's some votes that haven't been casted yet, counted. And so she refuses to say I lost. So I hope we don't have another Hillary Clinton going on around here, because that's what it seemed like, is looking for her, another Hillary Clinton. So I don't want to see that. Like, look, get your ballots together. Now, I didn't like some of the stuff that was going on to Georgia when they were saying it was 2 or 3 booths at certain areas where they claim it was target black areas. I don't know how they distribute the booths out, or do they give more people where they came from? More people in a population of booth. I don't know, but that's something that they have to take care of. So hopefully those resorts to come in. But Brian Kemp and his campaign, he said he still feel, that he will win even with the results that's coming in, because she trying to say she got enough, she'll have enough votes for them to have a runoff. Like, America has spoken yesterday. America has spoken and said no more celebrity. We don't listen to celebrities. America has spoken with Donald Trump, how he carried all the people he endorsed over his back. I believe like 2 or 3, a few people that he campaigned for lost, but majority of everybody that he campaigned for won the election. So is America saying that they happy and satisfied with the way that Donald Trump is going? That's what it's seeming. But then you have the House, which every election with every presidency, they always lose one, the Senate or the House or both. But he ended up losing the House. So now we're going to see if the people we elected in government is going to do their jobs. They're going to do what they're paid to do. And hopefully for next time when they campaign, that they will leave celebrities out of the equation. Like celebrity endorsements taint you. Obama, you tainted them. Senators, like just lead them. People, you go get you some regular working folks that's in your district to get them to come up there and talk to you about how good you're doing, versus somebody that's not from your city, someone that's, you know what I'm saying, that's not from your state, that you haven't come over into your state to tell your people how to do. You can go get some people that, if you've been in the community, how you been doing, how everything's been going on. Like, use those people. People don't care about Hollywood and celebrities no more. Rappers, singers, Taylor Swift. Look what Marsha, what she did. What's her, Marsha Blackburn? How she endorsed the other person and told all her millions of followers to go vote for that person, and that didn't happen. They didn't win. You got to think, when you're a celebrity, you got people all over the world that like your music. Like, I like those people. I like Oprah as an entrepreneur. No, I would never take that away from her. But politics, no. I like Jay-Z and them. I like the music or whatever, but I don't, the politics side, no. Like, you for entertainment, but in other stuff, it's not going to work out. So I just think celebrities need to stay far away from campaigning. All the millions of dollars that you dump into them, just take that back to your communities and help them out. That's what I think that you should do to the money. So President Trump held a press conference today. Now, it was going good at first, and then, oh, here we go. It went on. Jim Acosta just acted a complete fool. One of the White House staffers trying to take the mic from him, he's snatching it back and just being obnoxious. It's just like, he already told y'all, I'm doing one question. You can't make him say whatever you want him to say. And then you have one person get up and say the same question, re-answering the same question, but phrasing it in a different way. Like, and he wasn't having it. I mean, he went he went crazy in that press briefing today. I was looking at the TV like, oh my God, like, he was just telling people, like, told Jim Acosta, I don't even know how CNN hires you or whatever. And then he got on TV. I'm watching CNN. He gets on CNN. Of course, you know, they had to interview him and April Ryan. He said that President Trump was basically being a racist because everybody that black asked him a question, he got upset with him. President Trump got to saying stuff to everybody. It wasn't just the black reporters. It was all the reporters. He was saying, if he didn't like something that they were saying, he was saying something back to him. So I'm looking at the TV like, why are y'all pushing race? He didn't, because what he was making today, little 100,000 followers they have, because they don't barely have no viewers on their station. He told them that every black person that asked a question, like, he defensively went off on them because they black. Like, that didn't have absolutely nothing to do with it. And this is why a lot of people call y'all the fake news. You can't just say just because that man, he was going back and forth. But he was going back and forth for everybody in it. I don't think nobody got fair exchange with him today. He was saying what he wanted to say, so I didn't see it as he went off on April Ryan and the other black lady that asked about him saying that he's a nationalist. He didn't go off on just those particular ones because they was black. That didn't have nothing to do with it. He didn't like the question and he got defensive and he said how he said on the situation. Like, quit using race. Didn't have absolutely nothing to do with what happened. He didn't like the question. That's exactly what happened. But that's neither here nor there. CNN, I guess they're gonna keep on with the race day, and so we ain't gonna hear the end of this. I guess we ain't even gonna talk about the election no more, because now it's gonna be, he was racist today, and now we got elections. So on the 24th or 26th or whatever, I have was invited to Young Black Leadership Summit with Turning Point USA with Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. So a week before we was scheduled to meet, we all get these emails from the White House saying, hey, you have been invited to the White House to meet the President of the United States. So I'm fiberglass, like, oh my God, I'm going to the White House. Now I grew up in the hood, so I'm like, this might be the only chance I ever get to go in the White House. I'm so excited. I told all my friends, everybody around me, we were so excited. So, okay, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. When I got there, our first day of checking in there, well, the summit was from people that was 14 to 35 years old, but they made exception with a few people because I'm 36, and it was a couple of other older people that they let come in. So when I got there at the hotel, I walk in the hotel. It's a whole bunch of younger generation. There was kids to me because, like I said, I'm 36 years old. They had to be 14, 15, 20. Young adults, kids with mega hats on. That just threw me back. I'm all like, oh my God, like they really support President Trump like that. They got their mega gear. Now they came with this stuff because they in there checking in. They got their bags. They getting their key. I'm like 95% of them had mega gear, hats, scullies, buttons, and some people had jackets, coats, just all kind of stuff. So of course we had some that day, and then we end up going to the White House the next day. So when we go to the White House, before the president came out, I was able to take pictures with Katrina Pearson and Lynette Patterson. It was just a whole bunch of other people that was out there before the president came. I think Kellyanne Conway, Jared Kushner. It was just, people there. So when we went there, remind you, everybody got on their mega hat because some people walked, a lot of us took Ubers over there. So they telling us like, we just want President Trump to sign our hats, sign our stuff, sign this, sign our books, everything. So when the president walked out, the crowd went wild. Imagine these young Black conservatives. I'm talking about, proud Americans. Everybody going crazy, saying USA, USA. They got on their mega hats and everything. So, President Trump give his speech, he come out, he get to sign, and a lot of people hats, a lot of people books, so on and so off. And then you had press that was in the back and the side. So after we was mingling, and then even before then, they had it so nice because when we walked in, military greeted us, and military served us the whole time. Where we had got juice, little appetizers that they gave us, and just really nice. The military people was serving us. It was a great greetings that they gave us and everything. So like I said, after the president, he do his speech, he signing hats and everything. So a couple of people was in the back, they was having a debate with Roland Martin, and they was trying to, every time they asked Roland a question, he'd counter back with another question, then answer the other question. So I was just looking at there, basically he's sitting there, well, I've been in the White House, this is that. So I'm looking at him like, okay, you saying this president, this is that. So why is you in the White House? Why would you want to come report up under this administration and you say this and you say that, and you looking at everybody in here like we some lost sheep that need to be found? Like, it was just, I didn't like what was going on over there, but they was, had a little debate with Roland. So as I'm going out, I'm telling my friends, like the girls I met at the trip, I'm like, girl, by the time we get to the room, I'm telling you, it's going to be all over the news. They're going to be calling us coons, all kind of stuff. Lo and behold, I get back. I go in my room. I go on Twitter. The next thing you know, we have this video that I'm about to show you in a second of Reverend Al Sharpton. Take a look at this.
President Trump hosting the Young Black Leadership Summit at the White House last week on Friday, but Al Sharpton quickly slammed everybody involved. Listen.
This was among the lowest things that he could ever do. They're talking about CNN sucks. They're in there talking about build a wall. So why do you need a Young Black Summit to do it? Because it was not a summit. It was a Make America Great rally. They used some young blacks as props, which really is an insult to them.
Well, Brandon Tatum helped organize the event. He's the director of urban engagement at Turning Point USA. He joins us right now, live from Phoenix, to respond. Brandon, what do you make of Reverend Sharpton's comments?
Well, I'm going to tell you this, man. We had some young folks, leaders from all over the country, that had never been on an airplane before. We had some that couldn't afford the airplane ticket, couldn't afford the refundable deposit at the hotel. And what we did at Turning Point USA is historic and it's special. We raised enough money to cover every single person so they wouldn't have finances as a problem in experiencing the American dream. This was an awesome event for these young folks. 400 black leaders from all over the country able to be in the White House and hear from the president. And I'm going to say this, and I want Al Sharpton to be watching this network and listen to me clearly. As a strong black man raised by a black father, I'm telling Al Sharpton to his face that he should be ashamed of himself. These young people had a great experience. They were enthusiastic, and I want to set the record straight. The White House was one element of a 4-day summit where these young people were inspiring, and they were doing the exact thing that they wanted to do. I had a mom crying on the phone to me because her daughter couldn't make it, and I couldn't be more proud of Turning Point USA and our staff for making that happen for that mother, making that happen for that child. And this was a great thing. And anybody who will counter that and have a problem with that, that person is not a respectful person to the African-American people, the African-American youth, and they should all be ashamed of themselves. And I want every young person to know that I got your back. I'm going to fight for you. Turning Point is going to fight for you, and we're going to make sure that we continue to make America great. And we are free thinkers, and we're going to do everything we can to live the American dream, because this country belongs to us just like everybody else.
All right. Brandon, thank you for being with us. We don't think you're a prop. We think you're a great guy. Thanks for joining us and telling your story.
Thank you.
Woo, Lord have mercy. I don't even know where to start at with this fool, Reverend Al Sharpton. Let me tell you something about, let me see how I can put this in a nice, respectable, but get to my point way. You always gonna have people as you can tell, I'm African American. In Black culture, you have people sometimes, they want to see you doing good. They want to see you doing better, but they just don't want to see you doing better than them. Then you have some folks that, if I can use you to gain money and run rings around you, then have you believe in this and have you back me up on this because we the same color, then I'm gonna do that. Those two things are the definition of Reverend Al Sharpton. You have been pimping civil rights since civil rights begun. You were slick back then, you're slick now. Every time something happened with a cop killing, certain families didn't even want you to be around because they already know you just coming to put on the show. It ain't even about the person that's dead in the casket that this family is saying somebody wronged them. It's about Al Sharpton. Everything you touch is tainted. But years ago, you and Reverend Jesse Jackson, you and Donald Trump, y'all was like this. When I forget which one of y'all was running for presidency, he wasn't racist then. Then y'all sit up here into these news outlets, and I gotta call them all out. Not one time that we went to this, and first of all, the White House was just a part of the event. We had other days where we had great conservative people that been in the community for years, giving us a speech, speaking about all kind of stuff. And the main topic was Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure y'all can see the videos that are out there about being a good man and being a good husband, woman, about not being a victim, about being a victor. You are victorious. You're not a victim. You don't have to be having a scare tactics. Police are not this. White people are not that. Don't go in life like that. Go in life succeeding, not off race, sex, or gender. But see, you got people like him that sit back. He get paid off of this type of mess that he do. Because he wouldn't have no job if Reverend Al Sharpton take race out of his mouth. What would he be talking about? The man don't talk about nothing. Then you had the audacity to sit on your little weak show and gonna say we was paid props. He gave us heck to sit there like we some clowns. First of all, I'm 36 years old. I ain't a prop for nobody. Nobody paid me. They did get money back. They paid for the hotels. They did get money back if you had 3 or more people in the car with gas. They did give reinstate. Give you money back for your flight. No one paid us to come to say, hey, I just want all y'all black people to go on there and just act like you love the president. That wasn't it. Everybody there was really, truly young, patriotic people. Instead of us being victims, we chose to be patriotic. Why is that not resonating with you, Al Sharpton? We don't choose to be a victim. You are the only victim. You victimize all black people. You've been doing it all your life. You ain't nothing but a slick con artist. And then these news networks, y'all have not once reached out to not one of us at that summit and asked us how it really went down, asked us how we really felt. Because then that would have went against your narrative that you pushing out there to the people, to the masses. You see what I'm saying? Because once we debunked your narrative, then you own to something else. Y'all didn't CNN, y'all didn't call and ask us what's going on. Well, Fox News did have Brandon, but y'all should have had somebody from the summit. MSNBC, we sitting right here, Roland Martin. Instead of you trying to be there combative with the people that was there, why you didn't sit down with one of the young people and say, hey, that's, you know what I'm saying? I like how you like, you know what I'm saying? Like how you think or whatever. Like, why do you think like this? Instead of making it seem like we just some poor kids that need to be, our parents need to be ashamed of ourselves for letting us do this. That is a slap in the face to black people, because some of these people would never in their life had the opportunity to go in, be admitted in, get clearance into the White House. And I'm one of them. I was raised in the projects. I got 3 prison numbers. I've been to jail multiple times, and they still accepted me to go and see this president. So for you to sit up on TV and say some stuff about us, you need to apologize. You need to apologize to all 400, how many ever it was of us, for the lies and the salacious things you said about us. That was dead wrong for you to do that. You don't put words in our mouth. You don't lie and say anything. We should sue you for defamation of character because you sat on TV and you told a lie, but you are a liar. But I'll let God handle you. Your days are numbered. Black folks don't think nothing about you no more. Your days, ain't nobody calling you for nothing. Only time somebody calling you, I want them to be on your show to talk about race, because you ain't got nothing else to talk about. You ain't doing nothing else. What are you doing for your community besides sitting up there trying to tell a black man how to be the best victim on earth? That's what you is. Now keep your mouth off of us that was at that summit. Now that was nice. Because next time I ain't gonna be nice. Anyways. Whew, I just had to get that off my chest about that man, because that man right there, he just say some stuff out of his mouth, but you just want to go to the TV and just do something to him, because that was not right. One of the kids, I just seen him on TV the other day. He was with his older brother, just turned 18, was able to vote. Now this little boy, 14 years old, I didn't think to write down his name. I kept watching him at the summit. He was so enthused and so soaking up everything like a sponge that the speakers were saying. I remember one time one of the speakers had came on and said something about how he had went to jail for 13 years. You seen him screnched in his seat. So the speaker had to say, it's like, yeah, you do what I did. That's what you're going to do. He was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just soaking up stuff. We have people. What's wrong with us loving this country and being patriotic? I don't have to say nothing about my ancestors and slavery. They fought for us to get here. So I don't have to keep using them. I'm going to let them rest in peace. And I'm going to continue on to be great. I don't have to keep bringing up slavery and ancestors and all this for me to get somewhere in life to be something. And Black folks don't have to be in it. But see, when you got gatekeepers like him, because he one of them people that when you was trying to run away with Harriet Tubman, he was in there telling the master, go get her, she running away. That's the type of person Al Sharpton is. So I'm back home. So 2 weeks, so you know, President Trump, he closing out the rallies or whatever for the election or whatever. So I seen that he was coming to Cleveland, Ohio. I said, let me try to get a ticket. I said, you know what? I want to go interview some of these a lot of these Trump supporters. And then I want to just get the experience because it just seemed like they just be in there having a good old time. And to me, Trump is very funny. Like he could have been a comedian or something. He's very funny. He's entertaining on all levels, very entertaining. So I end up getting me some tickets. So I go to click on my YouTube video. I tell them like, hey, y'all, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. This is Street Politics with Talisha. I'm going to the Trump rally. I'm going to go interview some people. But hold on, let me tell you something that happened before that. Now, when we came from the event, we all did, Candace Owens came out with this thing called Blexit, saying about how the Black people are exiting the Democratic Party. I had did a video. She retweeted my video. It started going viral. Last time I looked, it was like at 190,000 views, and it was going. So then days later, I go to the Trump rally. I post on YouTube, I'm going to the Trump rally. And then I go on my Twitter account and post that I'm going to a Trump rally. Now I have 4 Twitter accounts. I got my personal Twitter account. Then I have 3 businesses: Street Politics with Talisha, Talisha's Kitchen, because I have a catering company. I also have a nonprofit, Healing Hearts Foundation. All of these are registered with the state of Ohio, Secretary of State. I have a legal business name. I'm registered with the IRS and everything. Have credit cards and everything. And these are legit businesses. So I'm recording and I'm doing all this, that. So I go to get on Twitter. By the time I go home, I see a girl say, "Dad, her account is suspended." I'm like, "Who account is suspended?" I click on there, and then you see this right here. You see this. Well, but this is the email they sent me. But they had me something that's saying that my account was suspended. So I'm looking at it like, wait a minute. Why is I get this right here. My account is suspended. I'm like, wait a minute. Now I've had this account for about a year and a half, 2 years probably since I started doing this, about 2 years. So I get to sending my friends like, what did I do wrong? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm having this viral video. I just said I was going to the Trump White House. I don't argue with nobody on social media. I don't cuss them out. I don't be belligerent up under anybody else's post. I'll leave my comment and go on. So then I did an appeal. So when I did an appeal, then they come with this bull crap. They sent me an email. In this email, let me tell you something. I don't even know how to break down this email I don't even know what in the world are they talking about. Talking about my account was up under other accounts that was doing something stupid. I'm all like, I said, all I said was, I'm going to a Trump rally. How am I violating Twitter rules? What do me going to a rally have to do with me having accounts? You have people in government that had a government accounts, and then you have people in government that had a personal accounts. Nowhere in Twitter guidelines say that you only entitled to one account. So when you saying I got multiple accounts and I'm putting my link up under other people's accounts, like I thought that's how you engage. Like if I wanted you to see an article, I'm saying something to you, you will put the link up under that person's page. So it's just like you see me going viral, and then guess what you do? You shut my mouth. You shut my mouth just like that. Now, if I would have never said I was exiting the Democratic Party, on my other page that I hadn't had to go down and take stuff down that I done said when I was younger, on my personal Twitter page, I took that stuff down. stuff I used to say. Never took it down. On my personal page, you can watch, well, on any of these pages, you can type in porn, type in XXX, porn come up, type in violence come up. You can watch people literally have porn sex on Twitter. And they page has been up running for years, and this is all the stuff that they post. People violently cussing. People come up under my post and talk about me like I'm crazy. Call me coons, call me black bees, and I'm stupid, and I'm this and that. Them people had their accounts. I don't even argue back with them. I just hit them with some facts and keep going. Now you seeing that I support this president on certain stuff. You took my mouth and you put your hand up just like that. I was just going viral, just getting my engagement up. Just people, all kind of people. I had over 4,000 or 5,000 retweets. Like I said, over 180,000 views. Kept going. Like I had to turn off my notification on my phone because my phone was blowing up that bad, just off me saying that I'm not. And I didn't cuss in the video. I didn't go. I just said I'm not with the Democratic Party. Y'all have used and abused us for this long. I'm done with y'all. This is that. That's all I did. Then you had Twitter censor me just like that. Like, that is just so unfair. How could you just give us a platform to snatch it from us just like that because I don't think how you think? I thought this platform was for everybody, every voice. I just think that's just unfair. Like, I think it's time to get a class action lawsuit going on against these social media companies because enough is enough. Then a lot of people, they was suspended. A lot of people that can reach masses, they was suspending their account a day or two for the election, then telling them they can come on after election. Y'all are interfering. They are interference with the election. Y'all talk about Russia. Y'all are Russia. Y'all are Russian interference. Y'all are American hacker interference. Y'all interfered with the election. Because all down my feed, if you see me, first of all, I use hashtags. A lot of my hashtags I use because they gang a lot of followers. So I use MAGA, Keep America Great, Blexit, Walk Away. I use all those hashtags so that it gain the conservative crowd that I'm targeting, or different people, or I put liberal or conservative. But all down my time feed, all I see is Democratic stuff, or all the things, the search is liberal stuff. Like, how is y'all suffocating out what I want to see for what you want me to see? This is not up for you. If I'm talking away and I'm using these hashtags, most hashtags will come back to you. So Twitter, Jack, you need to stop. You need to release my account. And then you're gonna say I'm suspended forever. No, you think I'm about to just lay down and just let you take my account for no reason? And when I have not violated any of y'all. I don't even know how to read what I just posted to y'all. I still ain't broke that down. I sent that to somebody else and asked them, can you please explain this to me? Baby, I got a college degree and I still didn't understand what in the world them folks was talking about. But now, when Diamond and Silk first came out with that censorship stuff, I was thinking to my head, I said, maybe it might be a little exaggeration. I can't lie. That's what I honestly thought. Then I seen it start happening to all these other people. I'm like, well, maybe they is. I'm like, well, maybe it's just something with the people there. They were telling me about they down in Seneca Valley. You know, that's the liberal heaven down there, where they breed liberals down there, and they all work in these social media companies down here. But then when they shut little me-o up with a bull crap, I said, oh, no, they censoring conservatives for real. They trying to shut your voice down. Now, I don't get mad at anybody. If I don't want to follow you or I don't like what you say, I'm gonna follow you. Simple as that. Don't nobody have to follow me. You have to click on my name and follow me to see what I'm saying. Not me click on to you and see what you're saying. Two totally different things. But I'm not going to let them sit up here and censor me. So make sure y'all share this video and let them know. And I'll just have an extra link in a thing with me addressing them censoring me and saying I'm working off multiple accounts. I have multiple accounts. In your thing, it say in your rules, it don't say I can't have multiple accounts. You have all kind of people. You have Jack on there. Jack got a few. You got a few accounts. You got Twitter support, Twitter this, and Twitter. You got 5 different accounts, and you got your personal account. So I can't have that. That's unfair. Yeah, so I'm a little upset about that. So I'm glad y'all chimed in with me with this stuff. Like, hopefully Twitter give me my account back. If not, but I'm going to be, I got a few people that's reaching out to me that want to do a story about how they took down my account for no reason. Hopefully it'll reach bigger news because they have to stop this. So I would like to thank you all for tuning in with me with Street Politics with Talisha. Make sure you like and share. Make sure you, just let me know how you feeling. And I would like to thank everybody for viewing and watching the show with me today. Thank you all and have a blessed day.